Welcome. Aging is inevitable, but planning ahead can ease the process. At the Alan Donald team at Keller Williams Realty, we specialize in seniors and probate. And we're on a quest to help seniors plan by design and not by crisis. In residential real estate, we often come across situations in which the seniors or their families get into a pickle because of lack of planning. Some of those situations are completely avoidable. By the way, if you like our content, please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Today, we're going to talk about choosing a retirement community. And we've invited a guest speaker, Marcia Germaine with Oasis Senior Advisors, to answer 5 of the top questions that seniors and their families ask when choosing a retirement community. Welcome, Marcia. To begin, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and about Oasis?
Thank you so much for having me join you today, Alan. So about me, I've been married since 2009, in Charleston since 2012, and in the service industry for over 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah, a long time. And after seeing how overwhelmed my friends and family were when they found out that it was no longer safe for mom and dad to continue living in the home the way they had been living, I realized that there was a real need for a service to help navigate with senior living as well as resources. And that is exactly what Oasis Senior Advisors offers. We are a nationwide company, and we are your one-stop shop to help with the advice for seniors and navigating all of those senior resources and living options.
Fantastic.
It's a white glove service. We stay with them through the entire process, helping them prioritize what's most important, all the way through getting them settled into their new environment. Again, we're with the seniors and family throughout the entire process. And the best part is it's a free service for the seniors and their family.
Wow, free service?
Free service.
How is that?
It is. We get compensated when and if there's a placement made by the communities. We have agreements with all of the communities in the area.
Thank you, Marcia. Now let's focus on the 5 most important questions that seniors and families of seniors ask you when they're in the process of choosing their next housing option, whether it be going to an assisted living facility or to a community. What is it that they're going to ask you?
So the main question that I get asked all the time is, what are the most important considerations to take into account?
That makes sense.
Yeah. So the first thing that we do is we sit down as a group and we really go through a discovery process, trying to find out what is most important for the senior and their family. A lot of times it could be at the start is everybody wants to age in place. So they may not be ready to leave their home as it is. And at that point, we could look into other resources like home health care that could come in and help. A lot of times that's not, they need more care than just that. So that's when we start diving deeper. And when we start looking at the different communities and the options that are available, a few things that we want to make sure that we acknowledge. And the one is first and foremost healthcare. You want to make sure that the community has the health care needs that can meet the client's needs. So that's the first thing to always look for. Second is geography. Where do you want to be? Do they want to stay in the same community that they've been living in? Or do they want to move closer to a family member and a loved one out of state? Thirdly is finances. Financial is a very important component because we need to make sure that those resources they have are going to last throughout their lifetime. And fourth is the social component. It's the time in their lives where that fun needs to be had, and they deserve to have that fun. And each community has something different to offer when it comes socially. So really tapping into what their personal requests and likes and dislikes are in regards to that is a great place.
Well, that's great to know. What other questions do you get asked?
Well, another one I get asked regularly is, how do you go about researching the options? And historically, the only way to do the research was either online through a search or by calling each community personally, and definitely word of mouth. But there's it's a changing industry. The community is constantly changing. And so now having the option of coming to a placement specialist like Oasis Senior Advisors really takes all of that and streamlines it. We have what's called Oasis IQ, which is my online system. I get the important attributes of what they're looking for. I can put them all into my system, and only those communities that match will pull up for the clients to see. So it's a great way to streamline it. Just the other day I had someone that it was really important for them to have an inside pool, and so we were able to quickly pull together what those communities were with the inside pools.
It's like a one-stop shop.
It's a one-stop shop, absolutely.
Those are really valid points. Do you get asked about the process of researching a facility?
Absolutely, which would be number 3. Definitely. When it comes down to actually looking at the different communities, the way that we structure it is you're going to get a list of all of the ones that could be a match. And then we sit down and we go through them. We go through the positives, the location, the cost, and narrow it down. I feel like when you're taking tours, 3 is the magic number. Any more than 3, it starts getting overwhelming and confusing at one point, and the materials all start coming together. So we choose together. The senior will choose the 3 communities they most want to see. I set up the appointments and I actually tour with them and the families, so that it's another set of ears and eyes. If there's other questions to be asked of what's most important for them and they're overwhelmed with the whole experience, I can step in and help them with that as well.
It's funny that you say that, because when we show homes to buyers, we tend to not show more than 3 at a time because they get confused.
Yeah, very similar in the process, yeah.
Okay, so what's next?
So what are the additional steps that are needed once you select a community? And the first thing you're going to want to do is your current home situation. Are you going to be able to keep the home, or are you going to need to sell your existing home? And if you need to sell the home, or you're wanting to sell the home, finding that real estate agent that's preferably a senior real estate specialist that really understands emotionally what you're going through at that time. But the second is going to be to talk to your financial planner as well as your estate planners. You really want to make sure that you understand the cost associated within the community before you move into that community. And you also really want to carefully review the contracts and the terms and make sure you have a complete understanding.
Just like in real estate, read the fine print.
Read the fine print, just like real estate. And finally, the final step is to make that decision, notify the family, and get ready.
So getting ready, what are the logistics? What are the steps they need to take?
A lot of times that first step is going to be downsizing. And that could be a very overwhelming step for many individuals. And that's why, with the help of a senior advisor and a really good real estate agent, we're going to get them to that finish line, because it may be that they need someone to come in and have an estate sale on their behalf. And there are companies that do that. There are individuals that will come in and help with the packing. There are individuals that will come in and help with the move and all of the logistics, creating a stress-free experience for the senior and their family. And if you're selling your home, talk to your realtor about the best options on when to list and sell the home. And then organize the movers, get them on the calendar, pack up and move into your new home.
Well, Marcia, thank you so much for sharing this valuable information with us today. So if you have any questions for Marcia Germaine at Oasis Senior Advisors, what's the best number to reach you?
You can always reach me on my phone number at 843-300-1893, or my email, which is mgermaine@youroasisadvisor.com.
And if you need help with other senior resources, or planning your next move, or getting value on your home, please give me a call on my cell at 843-864-3777, or send me an email at alan@alandonald.com. This is Alan, and until the next one.